Hello everybody, my name is Emma, and today we're back with another YouTube video. So in today's video, I thought, I guess to address the elephant in the room, I'm still in the same position. If you don't know what's going on, check my last video to, it explains it in the intro or whatever, so you don't have to watch the whole thing to know. But basically, I'm having some unknown health issues right now, so it's just easier to kind of relax and lounge around on my bed and kind of film kind of on here. Another thing is too, I got my jammies on. It's probably unprofessional for a YouTube video, but you know what? There's been worse. At least I'm not friggin' titties out, you know what I mean? I'm in my jammies, you know, I'm comfortable chilling. So in today's video, we are going to be going over my personal top 10 characters that I hate with a passion. This list is going to be not that long. It's only 10 people because I couldn't really think of anybody, to be honest, because I don't really hate a lot of characters. You know, you'd have to do a lot of shit for me to hate you. And even then, if you're a likable, even if you're kind of evil, but you're still likable, like Loki, for example. Okay, bad example, because I, had a crush on him. Let me have another example. What's, an evil but likable character? The Onceler. You know? He's evil, but I feel like all the people on Tumblr were like, yeah, he's pretty cool. I think it's also because they wanted to fuck him, but that's a whole nother story for another day. So yeah, this is going to be the top 10 characters I hate. And you'd have to do a lot for me to hate you as a character. Or maybe the acting is just so good that I actually hate you. There's a few actors on this list that actually do pretty well at making me hate the character. Intentional, some unintentional. So yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so the first one, at number 10, is the Crest White Strips lady. I hate that woman. Every time she comes on that freaking screen, I literally just want to go and punch it. It's insane. I mean, listen, I don't know what spurred me to hate this woman, because honestly, she's doing nothing wrong. She's just existing. And again, my apologies to the actress if she ever sees this, who acted out the Crest White Strips lady. Obviously it's not your fault that you acted out such an insufferable character, but yeah, I hate the Crest White Strips lady. Okay, she's got this obnoxious attitude, and there's something about her face that's just quite unsettling to me that I just can't understand why, you know? It's just it makes me want to crawl into my own skin and die, okay? Next one we got Grace Ashcroft. Now that I know this is going to be kind of crazy, because what do you mean Grace Ashcroft? She's literally she's not even that bad, dude. It's not Grace in cutscenes. Grace in cutscenes is absolutely fine. She's awesome, right? She's literally me, though, because I'm so jealous. She got choked up by Victor. That should have been me, dog. That's crazy. But no, she's cool in cutscenes or whatever, right? But the fucking gameplay, when you play as Grace, every moment is agony, you know? It's just holy shit. I feel like I'm about to die at every corner kind of thing, because she is so goddamn slow. It's not even funny how slow she is. She is incredibly slow. And that is an understatement, because every time I go on the TV and I see her on my screen, I'm like, move, goddammit! Just move! And she's just going so slowly on her freaking chicken legs, and it's dude, we're trying to run away from this monster, and you're just taking your sweet ass time. And it's if I was Leon, I would have, Leon would have killed that monster. You know, the girl who was going around, you know, being a menace. But it's as Grace, unfortunately, you get to be as her when that thing is around, that creature, and it's just really? Do you have to do that? Okay, the next one is the mom in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I don't know about the movies. I don't know if she's as insufferable in the movies, but I remember as a kid reading those books and being like, I fucking hate Greg's mother. Like, I honestly do. I hate Greg's mom so much. She is so infuriating. She takes Manny's side for absolutely everything, and it's like, honestly, like, listen, if Greg were to go no contact with her as an adult, I understand why, because she was absolutely insufferable. And it was like, I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, again, I don't have a lot to say because I don't really remember, like, I don't really remember much. I just remember that lady was so insufferable that every time she's in the book, I was filled with rage just thinking about it. Like, she was so unbearable, dude. I hated her guts so much. Speaking of books, the next one, Professor Umbridge in the Harry Potter series. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. If you're into Harry Potter, you know how much old bat that woman can be. But dang, when she told Harry to carve those words into his arm multiple times, I was like, is she a bad guy or something? You know what I mean? Apparently she wasn't even working for Voldemort, though. She's just a bitch. So I'm like, that's, again, that woman's sadistic. Like, even Snape didn't like her, and he's like, he just beats with all those kids, you know what I mean? Like, he's just like, he just sends everybody to detention, and he, like, punishes those kids, like, all the fucking time. But, like, even he doesn't like her, because she's, like, yeah, she's a nasty woman, to be honest. And I feel like she's worse in the books and in the movies. I don't know if they have, like, the arm carving thing in the movies, but I remember that happening in the books, and I was just like, what kind of school teacher? Because I think she ended up being headmaster, because Dumbledore fucked around somewhere, fucked off, and then she just assumed headmaster, and it was like, you insufferable woman. I would say the actress that plays her, I think she did a great job making sure Umbridge was as insufferable as possible as in the movies. But again, like, I feel like she was still more insufferable in the books, to be honest. I'm not sure, but that's just my opinion. The next one we got, Hawkeye. Yeah, that Hawkeye, the one from the Avengers, yes. I don't like him, because tell me why. He's kind of useless, to be honest, because listen to this. Tony, he's the suit. He's got, you know, money and stuff like that. He's able to fund all these projects for the Avengers, right? Thor, the literal god. You know, like, it's pretty self-explanatory. He's got a hammer, you know, he's the god of thunder. Pretty self-explanatory there. Then, Captain America, juiced up, oiled up, super soldier from the 1940s who basically goes into the future and is with Avengers, right? He's got, like, powers and stuff. Well, I guess powers being, like, super strength. And, you know, he's courageous and brave at heart, I would say, and very, like, kind, right? And then you have Bruce Banner, the Hulk, who, again, pretty self-explanatory if you don't know the Avengers, or if you do know the Avengers. He basically just turns into a big green angry monster and starts smashing shit. Low-key me. Like, Bruce out of the Hulk is a pretty intelligent man, is generally, like, the brains behind a lot of these operations alongside Tony. And then you have Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. You know, she is basically, like, the female representation, I guess you could say, and she has basically everything that Hawkeye does. So really, you would think that there would be no need for him, but no, they just decided to place that man in and say, oh, you know, it's Hawkeye, you know what I mean? Like, and to me, I've always found him to be the least favorite and least useful Avenger. Because again, Natasha's already there. She's already doing the damn thing. Okay? Also, he literally got hypnotized by Loki in, like, the first freaking Avengers movie. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one that remembers that, but, like, the dude literally got hypnotized by Loki. He literally fell to that man's whims. Just like that. That's crazy. That's insane. Like, what do you mean? You're, like, a bad guy for, like, the first good chunk of the movie. I mean, to be fair, if I was being controlled by Tom Hiddleston, I think I would do low-key. I think I just made a pun there accidentally. But, like, at the same time, it's also like, what the fuck, dude? You're supposed to be the superhero, right? Like, again, he's kind of useless. And again, the actor for him, too, Jeremy Renner, I think, he's been, like, in some hot water recently because of, I think it was DV stuff. I remember he was, like, dating this Asian lady or whatever, and basically he tried to get her deported or something like that. That's what I heard, allegedly. I don't know. But some crazy shit was going on, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel bad, because, like, you are the least useful Avenger out of everybody. Like, I don't really care if we never see this man in another Marvel movie again, because it's just like, you're useless, dude. Like, you're useless. I don't know. I don't see a use for Hawkeye. I really don't. I think they should have shafted him. I think it should have just been a 4-person group. Like, you know, just have, yeah, or 5-person group instead of 6. Like, that would have been so much better, you know? The white lady in the Boondocks, okay? This woman and her little mixed kid pissed me off so fucking much. I don't know what's wrong with that lady. I don't know if she has a stick up her ass every time. I don't know what her problem is. But every time I see that woman on my goddamn screen when I'm watching the Boondocks, I literally want to punch it. Again, like the Crest White Strips lady. Because what the fuck do you mean? I don't know. And again, because it's been a while since I've seen the show, but I just remember her being so insufferable. And like me hating being white watching this. Like, I literally wanted to disassociate and distance myself from that woman because she was so horrible. I hated her so much. I hated her little mixed daughter too. I'm gonna be honest, she wasn't as insufferable as her mother. Like, she did have some cool qualities, I guess, but it's just like, what the fuck, dude? And I think she also defended R. Kelly too in that one episode. Now, to be fair, Riley did too. But you know what? Riley's actually fucking funny, okay? Like, listen, he's a kid. What the fuck does he know about anything, okay? I don't blame Riley. I blame the 40-year-old adult white woman that's sitting here defending R. Kelly, okay? I don't know. Every time, again, you could take my opinion and you could throw it in the trash because, again, like, I mean, to be fair, my favorite character in this series is Uncle Ruckus, so I take what I say with a grain of salt, I guess, but I genuinely despise that woman. Like, she pisses me off. Her husband's also kind of bad too, but I feel like he's the least insufferable out of the 3 of them, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it's just, like, unintentional, but I personally found the white lady to be very fucking annoying. Like, very fucking annoying. And it's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a social commentary about how, like, sometimes, like, white women can be annoying. I don't know, but I definitely did not want her accepted into the white community after that. Because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're just, like, she was so insufferable. Again, that was the only thing that I really remember was the R. Kelly episode. Because, like, I mean, how could you forget that? Like, literally, Riley... I was, like, playing all the songs and defending him as well. But the difference is Riley's fucking funny, okay? Like, there's a difference, okay? He was pretty cool, too. I think that's his name. The kid with the afro. He's pretty cool. And same with Grandpa, too. Rest in peace to his yay. That's that. Next one we have is Kang the Conqueror on that Marvel train. Kang the Conqueror pisses me off. I haven't seen any of him in, like, the other movies, but I did see him in the Loki series, and every time I saw that man, I was like, seriously, dude? Like, seriously? First off, the Loki, again, because I stopped watching after season 1. Like, the only other Marvel stuff I was watching post-Loki was, I think, What If? The Spider-Man movie, obviously. I watched No Way Home, and I can't be simping today. I'm simping way too much today. I'm sorry. When I saw, you know, Doc Ock in it, whatever, this fluffy hairstyle and stuff. Venom, I think, as well. The Carnage one came out around after that time as well, I think. A lot of, like, Sony Marvel. You know, not Marvel, not Disney Marvel, no, like Sony Marvel, like kind of the spin-off stuff, because, yeah. Oh yeah, and Deadpool and Wolverine, I also watched that as well. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting off track here. It's, the show in general was just ass, right? But Kang specifically pissed me off to a particular degree that I just can't let go. Because, again, there was like some sort of improv thing I remember about some of the scenes and stuff. I just remember being so pissed off by that man. And then, a couple years after that show came out, it was after Ant-Man and the Wasp, actually. The actor for him, Jonathan Majors, apparently was in some legal trouble. I don't know if he's arrested or anything, or I heard there was a trial, I think, for domestic violence. Always trust your gut, people. That's all I gotta say. You know, if you don't like a man on screen, chances are he's probably evil in real life too. You know, that probably. Again, it's a man, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I knew something was wrong about him. And I know, like, it's kind of trendy for people, especially, like, post-Epstein files, to say, oh, I knew there was something wrong about that person. I knew that, you know, there was something always suspicious about them. But I honestly, like, genuinely thought that there was always something weird about that man. I just couldn't put my finger on it. And now I put my finger on it. And as well, I think recently, he's trying to, like, whole right-wing. I don't know if you could pivot from Disney to right-wing stuff, but I guess there was, like, I can't remember, was it the Ben Shapiro movie? I don't know, I can't remember, but I just remember him being, like, a right-wing, like, PragerU type of film production, and I was like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I feel like when men get, like, exposed for domestic violence in Hollywood, they either go into two categories. They either go into, like, right-wing grifter or, like, disgraced. Yeah. Like, they just don't have a career. So the only career that they could find, like, post and correct allegations is right-wing grifter or, like, some sort of, like, Christian, some sort of religious thing. It's always the most evil people that go into religion, like, I wouldn't be surprised as soon as P. Diddy gets out of jail that he's gonna, like, convert to Christianity and start being, like, a priest or something. Don't let that man be a priest. God's sake, please keep the children away from that man, okay? I'm just saying, he seems like the type of person to do that. Honestly, I feel like the most evil people go to religion expecting solace because they know that God, quote-unquote, will accept them. But honestly, I mean, I've heard some old verses in the Bible. I don't think God supports those kinds of people, but I could be wrong. Maybe there are iterations in the New Testament saying how all sins will be forgiven, including the ones where, you know, you diddle people and children and you beat on your girlfriends. I don't know. Maybe not. The next one I have, okay, this is more personal, but one of my teachers in grade 12, I'm not going to say which one or what semester it was, this person infuriated me. Since like probably the first day, I did not like this person. I had a bad vibe, and I was correct about that bad vibe. They give very pick-me energy, I'm gonna be honest, and I do not like them whatsoever. Okay? I feel like, I mean, yeah, they are younger, so like it is kind of, I mean, I guess like it's like whatever, but it's like you can be young and still not be a pick-me, you know what I mean? Like, that's still possible, right? And listen, I've had, most of my teachers in high school have been good. Sometimes even great, you know? Like, my French teacher, my French teacher in grade 11 and 12, she was really nice, okay? She would, like, she would definitely give us the benefit of the doubt. She was definitely, like, very sweet and nice, and if she's watching this, hello. Bonjour. She was really nice. And there's like a couple other teachers that do it for me, like my grade 12 foods teacher. She was also really nice. My dog passed away. She kind of gave me like tips on how to, you know, deal with that kind of thing, you know. Like, again, I'm telling you, like most of my teachers, even in that year, were really nice. But this person just, I did not like one bit. I did not like one bit. And you know what? I don't think I've ever... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, there is one other teacher that I hated. I actually hate that teacher more than the other teacher, to be honest, because they're an absolute douchebag and now retired. So I hope you stay retired and never get back into teaching again, because you suck. That is crazy. But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna keep it kind of short because it's like kind of personal and stuff, and I don't want to give out too much personal information away. But it's also like, yeah, I need to air my grievances out just in case, you know, someone could see it. Now you know, right? Oh, the second one is, I was watching Nosferatu, and I noticed that the dungeon dude, I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about, I don't think it really matters anyway, the dude in the dungeon with his dick out and just eating rat heads and stuff like that, I don't know, I just don't like him, period. And the last one, this one is generational. This one is so generational that if my offspring comes from my blood, they shall hate him too, okay? Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. The beef I have with this man spans years. I don't even know how I started hating this man, but I just started hating this man. And every year, I get a new reason on why to hate this man. And I need to air out my grievances on the internet. You know, if someone online agrees with me, thank you. Thank you so much. I need to get let the world know how much I hate this man, okay? I don't care. He doesn't even know who I am. It is totally one-sided hatred, but like, I do not like him whatever. Like, whatsoever. He is evil in my eyes, okay? Because let me tell you why, okay? Number 1, the Titanic movie. When I sat down and I had to sit through, by the way, 6 hours, because we had to wait an extra 3 hours just to watch the fucking movie, and then we had to obviously watch the 3 hours of bullshit that was the Titanic. I remember it felt like I was being waterboarded. I was absolutely flabbergasted and appalled and absolutely pissed that we chose to watch that out of any of the other movies on the fucking thing. Literally. I would have acquiesced to watch even the new Marvel slop. Or, you know, I think Puss in Boots was actually around that time, so that would have been good. But no, they decided to watch the fucking Titanic, and I hated every single damn bit of it. And it's like, the hangout was going fun, because we were hanging out before that, and the hangout was going good. Until we watched the fucking Titanic movie. And I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? And I had to sit through that bullshit, okay? That's reason number 1, okay? Reason number 2 is because he did this dumb-ass environmental documentary that I had to sit down and watch, and his bitch ass was complaining about how, you know, we need to save the environment. Bro, you're literally rich. If you could spend the money to make a documentary about how much you want to save the environment, you can put the money into saving the environment. But he's not, obviously, because he's rich and greedy. That's how all rich people are, to be honest. 99% of them, especially the billionaires, usually hoard their money, buy the masses, and don't give a single cent to someone who really needs it. And that is despicable. You always have, like, regular people. Like, regular, average, middle class, even poor people donating to help the needy. But it's never the one who has trillions and billions of dollars, who has an expenditure of money, and wouldn't even give a single dime or a cent to someone in need. Preach, honestly. This was, like, a decade ago. And it's like, really, dude, you want to do that? And, like, we're in the situation we're in now. Clearly we haven't learned anything from that documentary. And then my third reason is that he is a huge Israel lover fan, okay? Listen, it's one thing. Actually, you know what? You can't even associate with Israel anymore. Honestly, it's just bad to associate with Israel, because, like, literally they're committing a genocide against Palestinians right now. And it's like, you know what's bad? When fucking Piers Morgan and Candace Owens can't even defend your behavior. Like, Netanyahu's really gone off the deep end. Like, if Piers Morgan and Candace Owens are literally, like, dude, you're fucking insane. This is a genocide. You know something's wrong. If the right-wing grifters are literally going after Israel, being like, yeah. Oh, I think even Charlie Kirk, before he died, was denouncing Israel and stuff. Charlie Kirk was denouncing Israel. I'm pretty sure. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And allegedly, that's why they killed him. I don't know. Apparently, the assassination was Israeli-backed or something like that. I heard from somewhere. Again, it's random internet conspiracy theory. Take it with a grain of salt. But anyway, like, literally, it's like, okay, when you put it in a historical context, like, obviously, when people say Israel-Palestine, right? When you put it in historical context, I think more people should go at it of the lens with, like, well, would you rather support the Nazis or would you support the Jews? Because that's literally what Israel is. Israel is the Nazis, and the Palestinians are the Jews. It's as simple as that. It's a very simplistic rendition of what's going on right now. Like, literally, I don't know, I don't understand why more people can't explain it like that, but frankly, I mean, it shouldn't have to be explained like that for people to get empathy, but it's like, to be empathetic towards Palestinians, but it's like, if we really gotta explain it to them that way, then maybe we should, because honestly, it's literally Nazi Germany all over again, okay? It's literally exterminating Jewish people and Jewish communities all over again, except it's not Jewish communities, it's Palestinian communities. Yeah, Israel's just horrible. But for some reason, Leonardo DiCaprio wants to suck their dick and, you know, dates like Israeli models and stuff like that, and he's just, I think it's like a resort built there or something like that. Whatever. Reason number a million why I hate this man. And then number 4, speaking of models, okay, this man loves to date women under the age of 25. And then once they turn 25, he breaks up with them. Now listen, I know what you're saying, Emma, you really shouldn't be going from this because you literally like men centuries older than Leonardo DiCaprio. It may be true. While it may be true, I am still better than him because, you know what, I'm not the grown adult going after little women, okay? I'm just a little woman myself, you know, who occasionally who has crushes on older men. This dude is literally preying on young women and then breaking up with them as soon as they develop a prefrontal cortex. Sounds strange, but it's true, okay? And gross behavior, honestly. But I heard the new model he's dating is like 27, so I guess he's trying to that little, you know, rule. But even then, I mean, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. I don't know. I just don't like him. And again, I've listed off my reasons why I don't like him. He just sucks. That's all you need to know, honestly. He just sucks. And yeah, he's my top number 1 character that I hate, even though he's an actual person, not really a character. But I don't give a shit. I hate that man, okay? Again, I said before, and I'll say it again, if my children come from my womb, from my own flesh and blood, then they shall hate that man too. And my grandchildren, and my children's children, okay, they shall all hate that man just as much as I do. Because honestly, he has made me go through so much. And for what? What do I get in return? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except a memory, a tainted memory, about how my hangout was ruined by the fucking Titanic sinking and collapsing in a movie. And how I had to watch a stupid nature documentary. And etc., etc. I mean, we could go down the list of things again, but I don't feel like doing it, okay? So, I got very heated there. Okay? That's the end of this video. It's kind of short, kind of sweet. I mean, shorter than I usually do. I mean, I usually go like an hour, so this is kind of amazing. Kind of short, kind of sweet, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I guess I'll see you guys in another video, be it, I don't know how long it's going to be from now. I just kind of got the idea because I was like looking up stuff. But yeah, so that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.